was using wisely in the service of our town government. We ask this in your holy name.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have you had a chance to read the minutes of the meeting?
Make a motion, we accept the minutes of the December 11th and 27th.
Motion made by Jules. Second by Red. Code enforcement report. It's for your own. And I have to go to the, did you get a copy of one from Ralph on the license you sold and that? Get one, Jules?
Yeah.
Okay, that's for your.
That's a public last week.
Okay, I have to go to appointments and town policies. We have books in there for you to look at if you like. Personnel, conflict of interest, code of ethics, sexual harassment, drug-free workplace, procurement, alcohol and drug, safety and health, investment, disaster response, hazardous material response, and hazardous communication.
So in a book like this, John Paul, everyone should have a book. I'll see if I have Arnie's book and get it. It's got all the policies in it. Okay.
At this time, I'd like to go to the public. Anybody has anything for us?
I need a resolution to continue these policies for the next year.
We need a resolution to continue these policies that we have.
I make a motion to have a resolution for next, use the same ones that we have been.
Motion made by Red. Second.
Second?
Second by Jules. I guess at this time I go to appointments. First of all, I'd like to welcome John Paul. Others? Deputy Supervisor, Jules. Grant Committee, Ralph Goodwin and John. Water Committee, Ralph Cookman and John Paul. Highway Committee, Jules and Red. Building Committee, Jules and Red. Emergency Preparedness Committee, John Paul and Ralph Cookman. Handicap and Discrimination Committee, John Paul and Ralph Cookman. Town Policy Committee, Ralph Cookman and Clifford DeMars. Zoning and Planning, John Paul and Ralph Cookman. Landfill Committee, Jules and John Paul. Zoning Officer and Code Enforcement Officer, George Ducharme. Register of Vital Statistics, Ralph Yelpin. Budget Officer, myself. Harassment Officer, Jane West. Fixed Assessment Record Clerk, Jane West. Youth Director, Linda Fredette. Cable Franchise, Ralph Cookman. Dog Control Officer, Bruce Supernall. Fire District Liaison, Clifford DeMars. Safety Officer, Tim Parsons. Board of Assessment and Review, John Paul. And I'd like to have Sam make his appointment for Deputy Highway Superintendent.
Tim Parsons.
Our meeting is the second Tuesday of every month at 7.
We need to vote on all of these.
On these here.
Yeah, all of those. It says resolutions at the top of the page. All those things require a vote,
Do we do them one at a time?
one at a time.
Make a motion to the meeting at 7 o'clock on the second Tuesday of every month.
Second it.
Delegate Depository. we have to have a motion on
Yeah, I make a motion, to accept that.
it. The banks, Champlain National, Key Bank, Charter One, and Evergreen. I'm sorry for not reading that.
Yeah. And make a motion that we accept in bank.
Second.
Designated newspaper is Press Republican and North Country.
Make a motion to accept the newspapers.
Second it.
Okay, we have to appoint a marriage officer, and that's Janice Letourneau.
I'll make a motion, we get Janice Turtle.
Second.
Okay, we set mileage rate. Right now, at the present time, it's 26 cents a mile. Does
I
anybody-
make a motion, we accept the 26 cents a mile.
I'll
You're
second
gonna raise it? You're not gonna raise it?
You want to raise it?
They raised it in the budget item, it was raised to 30 in the budget item. You couldn't vote on it in the budget item.
Up to 30?
Yeah.
State is.
You still have to vote on it regardless, but you couldn't vote on it when you make the public budget, you can't vote on the expenditures. So that's why it has to put down the amount that it was at. But if you want to raise it now, is the time to raise it. If you don't want to raise it, then you leave it at 26.
State is at 36.
36? I thought it was 29.
I
36.
checked with Tom today.
But we don't really have a lot of that anymore, right?
Well, we don't have any, the biggest one was an highway, and then we don't have that, well, we're still gonna have some different dying now with that truck, you know.
Well, I make a motion, we go to 30 cents, and same as the budget.
I have a second on it.
Second.
Well, I set spending limit for highway superintendent, it's $1,500. Keep that at the same thing.
You satisfied with that, Stan?
Yeah, sometimes I have to come to the board for,
We have to look at the board for,
over that, yeah.
But that there's,
Most of the time that covers everything, yeah.
I make a motion, we leave it at 1,500.
second.
Veterans organizations, we donate $100 each. That's the American Legion in Ross's Point in Champlain and VFW in Ross's Point in Champlain.
I'll make a motion, we get at least $100.
To each one of them, right?
Yeah.
To each one.
Each.
Second.
Tom Twister.
You want to do that one?
Financial resolution. In lieu of filing the town's financial report by the supervisor with the New York State Audit and Control, he is authorized instead to file a copy of his annual report given to the State Comptroller's Office within 60 days of the close of the fiscal year. And further, he forward a copy of the proof of publication of said report in the official town newspaper when filing with the said Audit and Control. Need that resolution.
You need a motion on that?
Yeah, I need a motion to approve that.
I make a motion to approve that one.
I'll second it.
Next one is the post-audit resolution, authorizing the payment in advance of audit of claims for public utility services, postage, freight, and express charges. All such claims shall be presented at the next regular meeting for audit, and the claimant and the officer incurring or improving the same shall be jointly and severally liable for any amount disallowed by the town board. That's that post-audit list that you get every week. That's what this gives you the right to do that.
I'll
Make a
make a
motion, we
motion.
accept that resolution.
All in red.
I'll second it.
Thanks.
Okay, on the salaries, do we vote on this?
Yeah, I'll read them.
One at a time?
Yep, no, we will them all, but I'll read them all.
Okay.
Supervisor, $14,420. Councilperson, $5,150 each for a total of $20,600. Superintendent of Highways, $31,500. Town clerk, $15,500. Zoning code officer, $8,000. Registrar of Vital Statistics, $650. Deputy registrar, $600. Deputy town clerk, $9.54 per hour. Budget officer, $500. The assessor, $35,050. Marriage officer, $600. Justices, $15,400 each, for a total of $30,900. Deputy superintendent of highways, $500. Tax collector, $4,532. Youth director, $2,000. And the board of assessment review, $300 each. There's 5 of them, that's $1,500. Motion.
I'm gonna ask for a motion.
Yeah, somebody to make a motion.
I make a motion that we accept the salaries.
Second.
Okay, now we go to report. First one is from Clinton County Treasurer's Office, and we have a check from them for $1,072.38. Back from the fourth quarter sales tax. And our second thing is a letter from the lawyer, Harrison Beach, attorney at law. It's about Miramar, and I'd like to have an executive session on this. Need a motion for that?
I move so we have an executive session.
Second.
Okay, you have a copy of the,
That one, you just said that one.
you have a copy of that water and sewer report? That
Yeah.
It really started on March 14th when we changed over. And we're out of the red. We show a profit in 6 districts, $7,330.60. We're out of the red in all of them.
You and Jane got a new one, don't you?
Yeah, I'll show you this after if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Jane figured it out just before we left.
Yeah, all right.
The only one that we're still in the red is the Paris Mills one. We're $114.26, a lot better than what we were last year. And number 4 is hometown cable. Calvin would like a letter sent to Time Warner that we endorse the channel and what he does. And I'd like a motion on that.
I make a motion that the supervisor drafts up a letter to Hometown Cable for Time Warner.
Goes to Time Warner, okay. Second.
Second.
You didn't have that one? Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, now we go to the building committee. Jules and Red.
You got anything in that lunchroom deal yet, or?
Well, we went out and looked at it today. And I guess, well, you know, how are we gonna do that? Do we wanna finance that, or is it gonna be in-house?
No, it's in-house.
In-house?
Have you decided where we're gonna go with this thing?
Talked about behind the table there out in the,
Not in the room?
Yeah.
There's no room the other way anyway. Next to your office is not room for that at all.
not really, eh?
If there's no room, there's no room.
There's really not that much doing out there anyway to fix it up.
No, you got to put a
Floor
floor
drop
down,
ceiling in there.
put a floor in, raise it up, so.
I think there's a cement floor there anyway, ain't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that floor might be a little bit lower. Oh, you have to look at it anyway, see what you're gonna do there, and how big you're gonna make it. 'Cause we
Well, I
definitely-
think Sam said, what'd you say, 11 by
I think
14?
it's 17 by 11.3 or something like that wide.
Right now,
Yeah.
I mean, you could make it that way.
Yeah.
You can make it that big. You still have some room probably for a couple little tractors, the lawn tractor,
On the other end.
on the other end of it. It would clean that up there, you know?
I think that we should get this going now because we're gonna pay for that thing by cutting that heat down in that garage automatically. We gotta cut that heat down, that's ridiculous.
We have to run a register in there, right?
Well, we're going to put a, I didn't look at this at all here. I'd put some unit heater to take off the heat right off the furnace.
Yeah.
And if you need a unit heater, I got some anyway to give you one, just to get rid of them.
Yeah, it shouldn't take much to put a unit in there,
Like I gave Carl about a dozen of them one time.
because the furnace is not
Just get
that
rid of
far
them.
from it, it's just the
If
next
he
room
wants them
over.
anymore. What?
Because the furnace room is just the next room.
Right, well, it's right there. Is there some cleaning up to be done right there, or? That room, is there something in there right now?
Oh, yeah, we got tires and stuff in there.
Get it cleaned out so we can measure it out and you can.
There's calcium. I told them, them tires and stuff, maybe you could put it right in the new barn out there.
Yeah.
And we'll see what we need here for a little bit of lumber and hold it up.
I don't think you need much over 2x4 walls, because it's already insulated anyway.
That's right. I'll put a 2x4 wall, insulate it, and,
Yeah,
and then I'll put some kind of a door to get in there and everything. There's no pipes going by there?
not that I've seen.
Water. Nothing that'll affect, no.
Just a couple days' work, that's all.
Well, they can get it ready, then we get, there's no plumbing there at all, right, in that vicinity, so we can't have any kind of a sink there.
Well, I don't imagine you're gonna have if you're just gonna have a sink, why couldn't it run outside? Because your hot and cold water must be right there in the furnace room. Does your hot water come off your furnace, or where does it come off?
Yeah.
So if the hot water comes off the furnace, Craig, it ain't no further from me to you.
Well, you can probably tap on the line coming across there, for the water. I think you have it in the sewer part.
If you were gonna put a new floor in, you could always put the sink next to the door and just have the pipe run down into that drain you're gonna have down the center of your floors.
We'll get together and look at that then.
They should have some kind of water in here.
I don't think, if you're gonna have a little lunchroom, we should have a little sink in there where you wash your hands, whatever. You got the stove and stuff, so all we put out there.
It shouldn't be much, if we're gonna put a new floor eventually down through that thing, put a
I
drain.
think they're pretty near level floors.
I'll clean that out and then we'll look at it and see how it is.
If they're level, if you want to put a step, maybe it wouldn't hurt to put a wood floor in there, so it wouldn't be
Should
so
be up a
hard.
little higher, then you won't have any
Wouldn't be so hard on the
grease and oil
legs.
going in there.
All right, that's all I got.
All you have. And Grants Committee, it's Ralph Cookman, and it should have been John Paul instead of me. I know.
I have nothing to report.
Board of Assessment and Review, that's you too, John.
I have nothing to report.
Next meeting.
Next meeting, please.
No, but on mine, you have my name, so they must have it on theirs too.
That was done.
Yeah.
You were first part, so you're on the back of that.
Highway Committee, Jules and Red again.
How are we doing with the brush deal, Sam?
We're chipping. I'm still waiting for Gas and Electric to get back on some of these trees. They haven't got back to me yet. We've reached as high as we can with the loader in some spots.
Yeah.
We still gotta get some,
How many big ones do we have to cut, Sam?
we haven't got too many this year, but there's one up on the McBride Road, now the Ridge Road, that we're not get somebody to cut it.
Oh, yeah. The power company, because they got a crew working here there now.
I know it. If he gets back to me there. I talked with him a week or so ago and he was supposed to get back to me.
Call them again. That off, you gotta call them off on something.
Yeah.
All right.
But, is there any other, you know of any roads that's,
Well,
well, we know a lot, any road, most of them gonna be done.
Those big potholes down on Gamelin Road.
I talked to him about those. He's supposed to come down and look at them.
Power company,
Yeah.
have them knock them down if they,
Yeah. He said he'd handle the small stuff, but we'd have to take care of the big wood.
I mean, right now there's no snow, so we should take advantage of
Yeah,
cleaning some of that up.
we're cutting brush.
And brush part, yeah.
Yeah, and I'd rather leave the topping, so if we get more snow, then we can do that there
Get the
afterwards.
bottom right away if you can.
Yeah.
That's all I got on highway.
Yeah, we had a request to do one road, you know, you heard about that one. You think-
Element,
Yeah,
yeah.
think you'll get time for that this year? Do you
I'm
have
hoping
time?
so. Depends how much snow we get.
I was looking
We
at
get-
that, there is a ditch in there.
Yeah, a small one.
I was
Yeah.
looking at it today when I went by.
Trouble is, if you get a lot of snow, I mean, you have to cut too high.
Oh, yeah. No, I say if it stays something
Yeah,
like this, you
yeah.
know?
Water and Sewer Committee. John Paul.
Oh, report.
I should have gave you, this one should have been yours. Landfill. This is Jules and John Paul.
Landfill, I don't have an answer yet from DEC on the monitoring. We put in a request to have it monitored once a year, you know, and I haven't had an answer, yes or no on it yet. I know it's gonna take a couple months at least.
You know, you had all the brush cut around it, right, so we're all set on that.
Sam
Yeah.
did that here last month.
Yeah.
That's cleaned up for this year. So we'll have to wait till spring now.
Town clerk's report.
Well, I gave you my report on my revenue taken in during the year. You all have a copy of that. The appointments I have to make will be Julie Castine as deputy clerk, Bruce Supanow as deputy clerk with his duties restricted to selling dog licenses, and Jane West as deputy registrar. I need to have those approved.
I make a motion to approve the appointments.
Second?
I have a notice from the Association of Towns on their annual training school and annual meeting will be held at the Hilton Hotel from February 17th to the 20th, 2002. I have an informational hearing in the afternoon, Sunday afternoon, and they give the information on some group sessions. We'll all be getting that in your book that you get, giving you all the courses that they will be having. What we do have to do is we have to name a delegate and an alternate delegate or to represent the town at this meeting. So we're doing for now.
I nominate Bruce Wallet as the delegate.
I'll nominate Jules Trina as the second delegate.
John Paul, you're going to second both of them.
Yep.
How's that sound? Pretty good? Okay, and I guess that's all I have, except you have to make a, are you gonna do something about giving an advance of money for this
Amount?
associated towns?
The amount,
The amount that you're gonna give for an advance? You always do that at this time.
the amount should not go over $200.
Is this an
So if you
advance
give him
now
an
you're talking?
advance, it'd be $200.
$200 advance. And that's what you're moving?
I'll second it.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah, are we saying that right?
well, it's an advance. Doesn't say anything about how much they can spend, but that's the
No.
advance.
Yeah, we're not saying it right. If we're giving them an advance, we give them $200 plus, if we can come back and say the town, we spent $1,000, so they owe us $1,000. We should put a limit, put it so,
$200 limit. That's the way, I understood it that way now. I mean, they're not allowed to spend over $200.
On what?
Food.
Not for the room? Now you're talking food,
Well, the room is paid by the town to start with,
and the bus is paid
and
for.
the bus is paid by the town.
Okay, so this is,
this is-
last, did you do it on a per diem basis, allowed it on a per diem basis for food?
I think that, well, legality, I think you have to do it on a per diem, $50 a day.
I forget what it was that you did last year.
$50 a day.
$50 a day for
4
food.
days, so it's $200.
$200 in advance for, that's for food,
That's the way the state does it, so.
for food. Per diem. $50 per day, huh?
So that way,
Town pays
No-
room,
No receipts required.
Hmm?
No receipts required.
town pays room and bus. Okay, so it's all clear. for-
Registration, that's in it also. That goes in with the room part.
okay, Rob?
Put it down, so there won't be any argument. Okay.
That way,
That's it.
you can only spend $200 and that's it.
Yeah. If you spend any more than $200, you're paying for
We
it.
pay for it, okay.
Yeah.
You're finished?
I'm all done.
Superintendent of Highways.
Sam,
We've been talking here, we've been cutting brush. The brush hog we got is getting to where she should be replaced. And I'd like to get one that extends out more. That you can get over a guardrail and cut on the other side. Because we cut this brush and after we cut it, it grows back up because we have no way to cut it again. Or if we had a brush hog that extend out, we could keep it down once we get it down.
Well, right now, we have to do something now, because the one we've got,
It's been
just
taking
about on its
about,
last leg.
yeah,
In fact, we were repairing it more than we were using it last year.
yeah,
It's
so,
not bad, so. I think that you got some literature on some of this.
yeah, I can get some, give you
I think, get the literature so that we can put this out to bid.
a, okay. The specs on what we
Specs
want,
on what we're gonna do, so that next meeting, we can put it out to bid.
okay,
This goes on our tractor?
yeah,
And that's one important thing, that fits that machine.
yeah. I've already talked to Dragoons and he said it'd be no problem putting one on.
We got the machine heavier than we needed it.
Yeah.
So we would be ready for this later when we got it, so. We'll get the paperwork going on.
Will do,
Anything else, Sam?
that's about it.
Review of post audit bills.
I have an objection on one of the items on the post audit bills. The Daniel Sign Company should be taken out of there. We don't have a trace of how that bill was created. This time we shouldn't pay this bill till we get a,
post audit, is that the regular bill?
oh, excuse me, that's a regular bill.
That's the regular bill, oh, okay, all right. Post audit,
Yeah,
no problem.
No problem with post audit.
No.
Excuse me.
I got one to read here evidently. Couple of them. One is from Hometown Cable, for a contribution to the cable for 2001 of $200. And Office Systems in Plattsburgh for $105 to repair the printer, the copier.
That's a copier that Leon uses every year.
Right.
I don't want to do that here, but
Have a motion on that?
Well, we're gonna pull up the,
we pull out that
$2,500.
invoice that goes to Daniel Sign Company. You have to be notified to tell us what to do. Get a paper trail on it.
Are you gonna follow through on that, or do you want me to?
You can call him, I'm sure he's gonna be sparking here. I can get in on the meeting if you want me to. I gotta be here Friday morning anyway, if he wants to come in early or late. While we're talking about signs that they put up, Sam,
Mhm.
if you don't have time to pull a post out. like-
Oh, we started pulling some today.
Oh, just take the signs off, and leave the post there. If you have a problem, that way you
Yeah,
have
we
the
had a-
machine all the way down and all that stuff.
We had a problem up in Russell's Point, couldn't pull it out by hand, you know.
Where's that, the bridge?
No, by Carrier Apartments there. Oh, no, it was by the bridge, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's nothing to pull out, there's nothing to pull out.
Now, what do we do, about that zoning sign? Where do we stick
That's
that?
why I was gonna say, take the other sign off, and leave the post there, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but we don't need 2 posts for that little zoning sign.
No, I mean, if the ground's frozen or whatever, they're gonna have to bring a machine all the way down, and we have a village Ross Plank about it, go and help you out on that one, or if I'm home, I could go pull that one out, it's only a 5-minute deal, it's taking an hour to bring a machine down from here.
If you leave it on one post, does it sit right in front of the sign that we just put up?
I'd have to look, I didn't pick much, they aren't very big, they're only like that there. They're small signs, those there.
Every town is, has got this written on there, I don't know why we have to put, everybody has to put that on there now. Right?
Is that, sorry?
Zoning's affected all over the county.
Originally, of course, it wasn't all over the county.
Well,
They
no, I
said
mean,
if you
beginning
didn't
it wasn't.
notify people, you couldn't enforce it.
Maybe ask the attorney about that.
Okay. If we need the signs up?
Yeah, you might not need
If
them.
we need
now.
them up, then we'll have to change location or something. There.
Well, we'll just put a smaller post in.
Yeah, push them to one side of
Yeah.
that big one or something.
Yeah.
Talking about too many signs around, well, the town is running competition, you're running more signs than you need.
We need to vote on this, right?
Yes, vote on the bill.
We need to vote on the bill, we need a motion to accept.
I make a motion, as we talked about on the bills, to be paid.
That's second.
Is that the monthly bills, or no, we have to go to monthly
No,
bills?
that's the monthly bills, that's he's talking about, that bill is,
Okay, we're done the bills.
yes. We make the resolution, yeah, we made a resolution for an executive session.
Yeah. We can't adjourn. No, we
We
adjourn.
adjourn, go to an executive
Executive
session.
session, and then come back. Okay, I'll go to the public before.
Everyone talk?
Is there anything? Mr. Chair.
How come your new sign just says welcome to Champlain? As you come off the bridge, you got welcome to Champlain, you got Village Rouse's Point. Now a stranger coming in is going to be confused.
Yeah, it is, very confusing, we're gonna change it. It was something that was overlooked when we did it. Communications wasn't.
Are they going to change all the signs or just that one?
We're not gonna change it, not, well, not, some of them are not gonna be.
Some of them, but not all of them.
Because they all say welcome to Champlain.
Supposed to be the town.
It's supposed to be the town.
That's what I figured.
We talked with them on it. It's-
You can't, you won't be able to change them, but weather warms up a little bit because they have to melt those letters off. Unfortunately, I don't know, it's gonna be what,
we- when
45, 50 degrees or something good?
He drew us a sketch of the signs he was gonna put up, and it never sunk into what, we never thought about that town. But it's gonna be changed. Just like out here, you had, instead of Heritage Trail, you had Heritage Tryout. Just a little,
You change that one.
yeah, he changed that one. He's done that one. Anything else? Okay, we'll adjourn.
Yeah, I got one
Quick
question.
question.
Oh, sorry.
The Shazy River. And we know we like to keep the lake clean and along that river bank, but you get down from the railroad bridge to the mouth of the river, where there's an awful lot of old docks that's been there for years. They're coming apart, and in the springtime, they all go out there in the lake, and it's making quite a mess out there. Is there anything that the town can do to clean that up?
We looked into that one time.
It's getting real bad now, Jules.
They wouldn't even
It's
let us
getting real
cut a
bad.
tree off the lake.
They wouldn't even let us cut a tree near the river.
Pardon?
They wouldn't even let us cut a tree near the river at one time.
When it was fell in,
Because
froze
we had
in.
no
What
jurisdiction.
I'm talking about docks, if you look at your zoning, that these places are supposed to be kept up, and they're not being kept up, you're good.
If they're not, you'll have to
Coming in
bring
and
that
out
to
of
the
there,
zoning
they're not
board and
picking up
let
their
them-
stuff and leaving them side the bank.
Do the paperwork on it.
Yeah, that would have to go to the zoning board, I think, have them,
Yeah, but there must be somebody in the town, see, we got a new board here that they could be talking to the zoning officers to see that this could be
Oh, we can bring
cleaned
it
up.
up.
I'll bring it up to
Their meeting's what?
is that all, that's below the
From the
bridge?
bridge down, it's real bad. I'm glad we take you with the boat this spring and show you.
Just old docks or just?
They're old docks, they're rotting, and, we're talking about taking cars, old junk cars out from around houses and stuff. We go down a beautiful river and we see a mess.
Okay.
And we're putting up beautiful signs. Somebody, tourists going up and down the river, they see this mess, it doesn't look like we're taking care of anything.
I've got a question now, he brings this up. Whatever happened about us putting up the speed signs?
What?
The speed signs on the river? Were we allowed to do that or weren't we?
I gotta think back, you know.
Deputy Sheriff, I remember she
The
said.
sheriff's department said that we can put, they wanted to put signs on the, we have to do it, they won't do nothing about it, which I understand that part. Is that you have to put signs of, no wake signs. But the navigable water, that's navigable water, the speed limit is 5 miles an hour.
Sure.
Within 100 feet, you're within 100 feet there, so we all know that, I mean, if you're on a lake at all. But they told me, I said, well, I argued that with them, I said, well, that's on an automatic. Well, you still have to have a sign there, no wake sign. So, I think the best place to put signs would be on both bridges.
If you get as far as the bridge, it's 5 miles an hour to the bridge, then from the bridge to Champlain, it's 35 and 40.
Yeah, but if you put it on the bridge, it's all the way up that way.
But just to the bridge, when you get by that bridge, they're gone.
Yeah, but we can put them on a bridge further, so that the access is further up.
Yeah.
Because if you can't put them on the ground because they're gonna disappear, just as fast as you put them up, but if you put them on the bridge, it might last a little longer.
Well, see, the people down to the mouth of the river, from my understanding, they're paying for the sheriff down there if anybody goes by with high traffic. They're the ones that are calling them in, giving them the tickets. The sheriff's down there, but he's only picking the ones up to have sailboats on the dock.
Have a patrol boat.
Yeah.
So we have to put them signs up.
According to them, they want no wake signs.
Have we ordered them?
Plus the mileage, 5 miles an hour, with no wake.
Well, we were supposed to see if the DOT would let us put the signs on the bridge.
On the bridge. I don't know if he ever looked into that or
DOT
not.
bridge, and we were supposed to look and see if.
I mean, you just can't go put the sign there without asking them about
See if they
it.
would let us put them on there. I don't think they did that.
DOT or river?
DOT.
Both.
Both.
Both?
Both. You have to get permission to put the sign on. I don't know if we ever did that.
We'll have to follow through on that. We should have that done for spring.
Okay.
Who's gonna-
I'll make a note there.
I think if you're gonna put a sign on the bridge, you might as well put both of them on, 5 miles and no wake. Right away. No, I mean, I don't know how big the letters have to be on it, you probably check with the sheriff department, the size of it. We got none of them signs around anywhere.
No.
You'd have to order them. Okay, I guess, anything else? Okay, I'm gonna, I'll talk to the zoning building. Have them go down
No,
there.
if you took a ride down there, you can see how bad it is.
Okay. And we'll have to follow through on them signs. And I guess now we go to the executive session. And I very